Today we're making Louisiana gumbo, and the ingredients you will need are a rotisserie chicken, green bell peppers, hot Italian sausage, cornstarch, salt and pepper, clam juice, beef broth, some white rice, some Old Bay, Cajun seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, thyme, cayenne pepper, an onion, and that's about it. Oh, and celery. Don't forget the celery. For this recipe, I'll be using hot Italian sausage, but you could use andouille sausage if you prefer. So basically what I'm doing here on a medium-high flame, I'm cutting up the sausages and browning the meat. So in a separate skillet, I have some of our hot Italian sausage, and I'm just browning the meat here as well, because the brown bits at the bottom of the pan, we're going to save that and we're going to add that to our gumbo to add some extra flavor. So you just want to add a little bit of your broth to the skillet, and that will release all the stuck on brown bits. Next up, we need to create our roux. So to 1 cup of flour, you want to add half a cup of olive oil. So get ready for an arm workout, because we're going to be stirring our roux for about 40 minutes. And notice how I'm scraping the bottom of the pan, and our roux will get darker as we continue. After 40 minutes, you can add your onions, and our roux is not going to turn completely black because we're using corn flour, which has a yellow color to it. But if you use whole wheat flour, you will get a darker color. We're going to cook down our onions and garlic next. We added that to the roux, and we're going to continue to cook on medium until both of these ingredients are incorporated. Dice up your green bell peppers and celery and add that to the pot and just give this a good stir. So a good trick to add a depth of flavor to your gumbo is add 12 ounces of your favorite beer. Here I went with Budweiser. And don't worry about the alcohol content, that will get cooked out during as we continue to boil here. Once you've added your beer, which was optional, you just want to add your meat in. So we have added our sausage, and now our chicken is up next. To our pot, I'm going to be adding about 16 ounces of clam juice, and I have 2 of them here, and I added them both. If you don't like the seafood flavor, you can add water or chicken stock, and that'll do the trick as well. But I went with clam juice. It's seasoning time, so we're going to be adding half a teaspoon of salt. This is already going to be a salty dish, so go easy on the additional salt. 2 tablespoons of pepper. You can add more as we go. We're going to add about a half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Gumbo's traditionally has a kick to it, but if your palate can't handle it, you can go less on the cayenne. So after about a half a teaspoon, we added about another half a teaspoon of thyme, and that'll get a nice background flavor. And then, because this is a Cajun dish, we will be adding some Cajun seasoning, and I went with about 2 tablespoons of Old Bay. Next up is the Worcestershire sauce, and I added about 4 tablespoons. So you could pick your favorite hot sauce. I went with some Louisiana hot sauce, and 2 teaspoons was enough for me, but if you like your gumbo to be spicier, add more. This is everything we're going to need for our gumbo. You just want to bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 45 minutes so the flavors really get boldened. So just let this simmer for 45 minutes. And if you're preparing this with rice, you can also have that going on a separate burner like I did here, just to multitask and save us some time. And then our dishes should be ready. So after we've let our dish simmer for 45 minutes, this is our finished plate. It's just some rice with our gumbo on top and on the sides. And this is super delicious. I'll give you another angle of it in a minute. And there you go. Super good. You can reheat it for the next day. Enjoy.